What is up, guys? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we are back for another episode of the Dragon Ball Super card game. If you guys are hyped for this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. We're gonna get into the last piece. Now, in the last episode, we did the blocking tips, and I went ahead and did the attacking tips off screen. It's just more of these scenarios and stuff like this. So I think we're just gonna close up today. Like I don't like these two are more things you want to like play on your own and figure it out. You don't want to be spoiled and like. You don't learn from watching somebody give you the answers. You learn from testing and doing those kind of things. So we're going to jump straight into Let's Battle. This is going to be our final episode on here. We're going to use the leader, Super Saiyan Son Goku here. This is actually our deck. I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to use a mono, it looks like a mono blue deck. Actually, it kind of looks like the, is it the starter deck? It might, I think it's a starter deck, actually. This is the starter deck you get, which we will be seeing this week on my channel as I do a pack opening of it. I kind of want to do a pack opening each week. This week is going to be the starter deck, and then next week we're gonna whatever I buy from Gen Con, we're gonna open up on the channel. So I'm pretty excited. We're facing off against a FREIZA deck, and I actually have the wrong headset on. That's why I can't hear anything. Use everything you've learned up to this point to defeat the FREIZA deck. Okay, so you can go ahead and redraw any cards from your hand. We're going to actually send this back, and we're going to send... Actually, we're going to send these three back. Okay, cool. So we ended up redrawing the Goku. We're actually going to end up charging that this turn. I know we only have one in a deck, which does make it hard to charge. That's the one thing you got to learn about these kind of card games. So he's going to play a Avenging FREIZA, so this is actually a perfect opening for him. The only other thing is if he would have gotten, like, Frieza's Call. So we can use this to burn one of his characters to untap one of his mana. So now he's going to play another Frieza's Avenging, grab another card off top of his deck. He's just plussing. Because now he can... Oh, no, he can't eat this Frieza, but still. He has a Frieza on the field. He's gotten +2 in hand. Like, any card that... Deck thing is deck winning in most card games. So we're actually going to... select that card and move it to the charge zone. We're going to actually play our Goku here. Deck thing is deck winning, so when this Goku is put into play, we have to look at the top 7 cards, and any Son Goku card from there. We have God Rush Son Goku, so we're going to add that to hand. It's pretty nifty because you are allowed to have different, as long as they have different surnames, or surnames, is that the word? I don't know. You're allowed to have more than one Goku, or more than 4 Gokus in a deck, which is pretty freaking nifty. Looking at what my opponent has, I think we're just going to strike with our... We're just going to strike with our leader. We have no reason not to attack. When this card attacks, we're going to untap this. We can use a combo. He has no energy, so if we use it, we don't have to use a combo because he's not going to be boosting. Defense step unless he... Yep. See, there we go. He has nothing. Oh, he does have something. I'm sorry. So we do not take any damage this turn. Okay, we don't give him any damage. But we burned a card from his hand, which is the important part. That's completely fine. It's okay to fail attacks as long as you don't lose cards from it. And we're going to pass. I guess I probably could have played another card. No, I couldn't have. I only had 1 mana. Okay, so it's his main phase. He's already burnt his second Frieza to untap his mana. And draw a card, though. So he's going to attack. Are we going to activate a counter? No, we're going to let our card go to hand. Offense step, is he going to power up? He is not. Do we let this card go through? We're going to let it go through. We're going to take the card to hand. More deck thing is deck winning, or it's not from our decks. So I guess I can't say that. We get another Whis' Coercion, so we can pretty much block as many attack as we want now. So I believe this Kui, is he a blocker? Okay, so we draw a card. We're gonna charge our... We're actually going to charge this Vegeta here. Okay. So we have 2 mana now. What's this card do? Can we see what this card does bigger? That's such a... That's the only flaw in this... what's it say? I don't know what it says. We don't want to play it then. Okay. We're gonna... We can actually evolve this Goku, which is what we're going to do. It costs 1 less because we are evolving it. And we place it on top of a specified card. When this card is put in play, choose one of your energies and switch it back to active mode. And we will play King Kai, which I believe he's a blocker. I really can't read it this size. It's not that it's small, it's just, I don't know, that... It's not... I don't know how to explain it. We're going to... We probably should have attacked first with our... Let's attack first with our Goku. We should have did that before we summoned, so he didn't know what cards we had in hand, so he didn't know if he needed to block it. We're going to untap Assailant Vegeta. And he's going to block. Offense step, there's no point in us... Because even if we get rid of it because the battle's already started, he won't take any damage anyway. So there's honestly no reason for us. We'll just take the loss attack, and that's fine. The attack failed, and he lost his blocker, which is super nice. Now we're going to use our Son Goku, and we're going to strike here. We are going to power up here, I think. You know what? No, because he has to burn 2 cards in his hand at this point. He has to burn 2 cards in his hand to successfully block it. Oh, no, he does, you know? Okay. So he does burn the 2 cards in hand. That's completely fine. He's down to 3, which means that's good. As long as we're on the offensive and forcing him to discard cards, we're in a good position. That's what this game is all about, is hand management, pretty much. We are gonna end our turn here. This gives us a 1 mana so we can activate Coercion if we need to. So he's going to attack our... are we going to activate a counter skill? We are not. We are going to activate the blocker skill, though. So his King Kai is going to eat this attack. There's no point in powering up because, I mean, unless we want our... we could... You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll power up. Because we have the mana, why not? This isn't... Honestly, this isn't a pro play. Pretty much, you just let it eat. So our guard is successful. Our attack bounces... His attack bounces off. We get to keep our blocker around for another attack. As long as he doesn't attack it with his Kui. So kind of basically what happened last time with him. So it's my turn. We're going to draw and untap all of our cards. We are going to charge... We're going to charge this. Not like in the hand we're given right now. What's our ability? Let's just attack. He does choose to block, okay. So this time, what we're going to end up doing is we're not going to end up powering up. Because we're only 1 card ahead of him right now. Because we did decide to, like, block and stuff like last turn. So that wasn't plus on our end. That's fine, but we are going to use our... We are going to strike right here and take out his blocker. That's 1 less blocker we have to deal with next turn, because that's twice that blocker is thwarted, and that honestly makes it plus. And for him to be able to keep this blocker around, he's going to have to protect it. So there we go. We're dwindling our opponent's resources. So So because our King Kai is going to be able to block this FREIZA this turn, we have gotten plenty out of him too. There's no reason to power him up. We actually probably, like I said, probably shouldn't have powered him up last turn. Okay, so he's going to play that. This card, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards. I didn't see what that actually did. We will activate a counter skill. We'll avoid this damage. We'll use the Weese's Coercion. Because we have the mana, and why not? Actually, that was a bad play. Because we could use the cards in hand. You can use life as a way to get cards to hand if it means... We're not going to activate a counter skill on this. We're actually just going to... Oh, nah. Yeah, we'll activate another counter skill. See, we probably... Like I said, we definitely shouldn't have activated the last counter skill. We did a lot of wasting, which isn't proactive. Again, I wish this was an absolute full game and we could play with different decks on here. Even if they were all, like, pre-made decks, and it just gave you practice on how to play, that'd be absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can still get practice 1v1 decks, but you're only going to be practicing with a starter deck. We're going to charge that card. So he doesn't untap because of his ability. Then there's no way for you to click on this to see what he does. Awesome. We're going to attack into FREIZA, because there's no reason not to. No combos on our side. If he wants to combo, then he's going to waste cards. See, perfect. We get an attack off, we damage him. I mean, he might be thinking the same thing we are, though we might as well take the resource. Not that he really had a blocker. So we're going to jump to the end phase. He's probably going to try to take out our Goku in this attack, which kind of sucks, but I almost kind of have to let him do it at this point. Do I? No, I don't. Maybe I do, because he has 2 guys that can do it now. He's going to attack here. We're not going to use a counter skill. We're not going to use a block. I actually kind of just want to replenish my hand. We can use all these counters and blocks later in the game. To kind of fend attacks off then. Perfect. PEAR perfect. We're going to let this attack go through as well. No counter skill, no block skill. Because if he wants to let us get down to our activate position, that's completely fine, because I really think we can dominate from there. Guard failed. Does he go for one more attack on our Son Goku? Oh, he goes after that. Okay. We're not going to activate counter skill here. We're going to activate blocker, though. Oh, select blocker. I'm just sitting here staring. Okay. Defense step. We're not going to activate anything. That's completely fine. The guard was fine. So we're not going to activate a counter skill here, but we are going to boost. We're going to boost with... No. No. We're going to boost with... Gohan. No. We're going to boost with... Yes. So one good thing about being able to, like, I'm glad it doesn't go back and forth. So this allows for more, like, you know how much you have to pay kind of thing. I feel like it definitely keeps the battle way more interesting. Because it becomes less, it still becomes some of, like, who has more cards in hand, yes. Like, it's still, like, that balance, but it would be like that either way. This says, how well can you balance these, balance how much you want to spend from your hand. We're actually not going to charge anything. We're going to summon this. Then we're going to attack with you. In that, we get to untap one of our blue. He only has one card in hand to be able to block with. So we're not going to do anything on the offense step. Attack successful. We'll do as much damage here as we can. Actually, should we keep him above 5? We'll keep him at 5. Let him give us the free cards first. We are gonna summon this we're gonna summon this here. And then we're gonna end turn. So cards like this weaker 2 cost that I have in play, the Taunting Piccolo, kind of become useless once my opponent evolves, or awakens. Because they'll automatically lose the battle. Okay, so we're going to let this Raccoon go through. We are... do we use blocker? No. We'll save the blocker. I believe the Piccolo's the blocker. Nothing on defense step. We'll let this attack go through, which will bring us down. Perfect. Now we can awaken in my opponent's step, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. Yep, we're going to end up doing this. We're going to respond with our awakening. We're not going to block. He doesn't power up, so if we awaken right now... We're going to awaken right now, which means we'll automatically not take any damage here. Awesome! Guard successful. Awesome, 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 awesome. And now the card advantage is really coming into play. Activate blocker skill. We will. So once all of his things are tapped, we pretty much can go in for the kills. No, we're not going to use anything. We can totally take out our blocker. Okay, so he's got the 2000 attacker, which is absolutely crazy. I could waste some cards in hand, but I think I'm just gonna let him. I'm just gonna let him take it. It served its purpose. It's kind of baited him into doing a lot of attacks. I think I've wasted too many cards on it. I'll also let this card go through because again, I get to. Oh, he gets double strike. He's 1500. All I have to do is waste one card to to block the damage, so that's okay. Oops. Which is super nifty. We successfully guard from the double breaker, because we definitely don't need that in our lives. This music is pretty freaking hype, actually. Okay. So he just gets a bunch of bonuses to protect his cards on his turn. We're gonna actually charge this guy. Do we charge that guy? No. I lied. We charge one of these Piccolos. We don't need both. So when we have 5 or more mana, he gains plus 5,000 power, which is super nifty. We are going to summon this Gohan. We're going to tap 4 for it. And we're going to attack here. That's such a sweet Goku. We get to draw one. When he attacks, we get to draw one card and untap 2 of our mana. Energy, life, chakra, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to activate anything because he's going to have to pay 2 cards to protect himself. Perfect. So he's down to 4, so he'll be able to do... his awakening is active as well. We're going to pay 2 mana to summon our blocker. Then we're going to attack with our Vegeta. Offense step, we're not going to do anything because he's going to have to pay 1 card or go live to go awakened. He's going to awaken right now. Okay, perfect. So he actually pluses so much off of awakening. Oh, all of them do, because they gain plus 5,000 power automatically. Yeah, he's just like, this isn't happening. Awesome! And then we'll go in and we'll attack with our Gohan. This Gohan's surprisingly strong for it being Gohan. He has Double Strike too, which is super nifty. I am going to power this up, only because he has to, at that point, he has to waste 3 cards to stop this. And with him only having 4 cards, it's less likely. Or if he does, he's dwindling his hand down to almost nothing. Okay, so he did waste 2 cards to do it, which is cool, which means he paid mana for it. That's absolutely fine. So we're both down to 2 cards, 4 life apiece. I have a blocker and a counter, so I'm feeling pretty confident where we're sitting. I might be lying. I don't know exactly where we're sitting. If I literally had the stuff in front of me, I could read all their effects and stuff. I'd feel more confident. So his freeze is actually attacking into our Vegeta. So we're not going to use a counter there. We're only going to use these counters and things to protect our Goku. GOKU. We're going to click next. Not going to do anything here. He hasn't been sacrificing many of his characters for his ability. That's because he hasn't really been summoning anything. So there's a Death Ball. That was actually pretty cool. I like that animation. No. Let him go any offense step? Yes. Let's see what he powers up with. Defense step, we can block that by using this. So this is going to end up being a close battle. He might actually end up picking it up over a victory over me. But this gives you a full match and like it sees how the integration and everything, how a solid deck can like, because this is actually showing off a really good FREIZA deck. Not the best FREIZA deck, but a decent FREIZA deck. We are not going to activate the counter. We will in fact activate the blocker though. I have to say I'm going to save the counter for the double breaker, I think. Do I want to? Yeah, we'll see. Because right now he can only do 3 damage to us. So I might actually be cool with getting the cards in hand for the... Perfect, it's fine. Awesome. Awesome possum. Here's the double breaker. We're not going to activate the counter. Allow him to get that double breaker off. We'll take the 2 life to regain our hand. Okay. Gains plus 5,000 power. We're not going to charge anything this turn. We are going to play this Beerus. Because he does have double strike, which is super nice. We're going to leave the rest of the cards in my hand. Select a card to KO. Oh. We're going to select that card. Confirm. I don't know if I can KO any card. Like I said, I can't really read these. Because the text is so small. Like, I would literally... we're going to... Oh! If you hold them down... Okay, that would have been super nifty to know. That's okay. That's super nice. Your opponent... Nice, so I can't attack battle cards because this card is in rest mode. That's pretty nifty. So I can only attack my opponent's attacker. When this card attacks, choose your 2 of your opponent's cards, or when you play this card, choose 2 of your opponent's cards. They cannot be switched to active mode during your opponent's next charge step. Those are actually really interesting cards. So we're going to go in, and we're going to attack with our... No, we're going to attack with GOKU first because we get the free draw. So why not? Why not have more options? Nope, there's no point. He has to waste the card to be able to block. That's fine. Or I'm sorry, he has to waste 2 cards. See, that's absolutely perfect. He has to waste 2 cards in hand, and that almost promises me victory, right? Because now we go in here. Okay, so he negated... That's his counter. That's his counter, so that doesn't activate. Okay. That sucks. Okay, so that's 1,500, so that's worth summoning. We're gonna play this. We're gonna go in here and attack with this. Why can we not attack? Okay. But should be able to attack here. Or does that can't... Does that card cancel out? If you negate the attack afterwards, your opponent's battle cards are unable to attack for the rest duration of the turn. What? That is a crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So he might have actually won there because of that. I actually have to remember that card in my my yellow deck. We're gonna play this. Do we play this? So that was a misplay summoning the Trunks. I shouldn't have summoned the Trunks. I should have summoned the King Kai and passed because I would have to Whis and stuff. We'll summon the King Kai. So we do end up losing this one. It was a good match, though. Surprisingly, amazingly good match. So I have to remember Raccoon's Racer Gun exists. So he's going to summon Ginyu here. He attacks. He does have Double Strike. We're not going to be able to... I mean, yes, we'll block. We have one card in our hand to protect us. It's kind of butts. We're not going to power anything up. 35,000 wins. Okay. He's 1500 attack. He does have Double Strike. Okay, so can we live this? We can live this, actually. No, can we? We'll use this to power ourselves up and protect us for this round. So do we win? Do we win? Do we win? Do we win? We can let this attack go through. That's fine. Because he's not a double breaker. Correct? Yeah, he's not a double breaker. I'm so glad I found that out. I mean, I hate that we figured out in the last episode, but... we're not going to defend here. We'll take the 1 life so we can use the 1 life to protect against other things. Actually, should we have protected this one? We probably should because we're risking the biscuit here. Yeah. No, we lost because we didn't protect that way. If we would have blocked this one with Trunks, we could have taken the damage from the 2000, but because this 2000 here, even if we match it, we lose. So like I said, resource management. Oh, no, yep. Oh, he's going all in. Because I can't boost with this, because I don't have energy. I can only boost with the Trunks. Confirm. And that only puts me up to 2,000. So that will be the end of the game, but that's how you play the game, guys. It's a really mentally intensive... it's fun, though. When I say it's mentally intensive, it's fun, though. Like, it's a great game. It's definitely a resource management game. It's absolutely beautiful. So if you guys like this, if you guys like learning this kind of stuff, I suggest you download this app and try it out for yourself. Definitely if you're planning on getting the card game. I know I'm going to go through the attacking and blocking tips and let's battle, all that kind of stuff to try to hone my skills and stuff like that. It's a nice little starter thing. I'm glad they released it, and I hope you guys downloaded it. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked this little series. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day. PokeRuss, out. Bye.